Master surgeon at work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action now. Cousins.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gibson again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw, Heineke. This one left side caught by Gibson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. On 2nd and 11 now, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Throwing on second down. Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Brought down by DJ Wanham.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 39, Heineke. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Heineke on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Heineke, throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To the air again, Heineke. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third and long for Heineke. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Boy, shifts past him, and he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins to throw it. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Fourth down, Heineke.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Cousins on 1st down.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying the power game with Ham.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back to throw. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. Getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-the-way girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, anyway, gotta pay a little more. See late to the jack, got a jet cause the boat even ate. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it, score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slick, I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
Rushing me, relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
Why you tripping? I think I left something in the house.
Roll back. don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From the 40 now on second down. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Off the play fake, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got room past the 30. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Cook up the gut. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. My favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play fake, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Cook.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this time he is in.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Left side, Cook. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down and 4. Cousins. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running it...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, partner, I'm just going to say this. Whoever did the scouting report for this game is going to get a raise because they've had their number at every turn, and they just buried him for a safety with ease. When you earn 2 points and give up 0 for a half of football, there's not much left you can improve on, even though they'll try.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Joseph's got it. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And
touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 45 yards. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
But first down, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're gonna...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Down inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, plus we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof, kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal, note the skies needed a voice that finds reason to move.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones, the ever.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will go as a touch. Begin things at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
Cousins hands to Dalvin Cook. Draymond Diggs on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action now. Cousins. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They go play action. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Cousins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. Prescott.
Open man lamb. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Pollard. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Throws the out route and he finds Hilton. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. This is caught by Hilton. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. This is taken at the 18.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A first down carry by Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
They go to Elliott again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The kick by Maher is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some space here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Powers through it. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 4th down, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cousins now from the 50.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And this one is right down the middle. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.